Nobody is born to be anybody. Okay, everyone takes a journey to evolve. Okay, from someone who is young and simple to someone who seems to be knowing something, and until to be someone who thought that he knew something, and suddenly one day he decides, let's start a company. There are many reasons contributed to the founding of Sirius. A strong belief in driving financial inclusion through technology, and support from my wife, from my family, and my friends. And last but not least, with enough luck, a group of supportive investors. There comes Sirius. But inside of me, in the soul-searching exercise in preparing for this talk, I found that actually the special element for me to get through all this is the troublemaker mindset I had since I was young. So, hello everyone, I'm Jing, first-time founder, but a serial troublemaker. We have learned so many successful stories of college dropouts founded Apple and Microsoft in their garage, or a college student founded Facebook in their dorm room. But I'm pretty sure most of us did not start in this way. We had a career before we decided to build a company. We were doing something that is cool and making positive impact in the society. I had a good time in WeBank. We built the largest digital bank entirely based on open source technology and the PC servers. That was the first in the world, and we scaled the bank from 0 to almost 400 million users. I had a good time. I had a great boss who mentored me, coached me, and gave me the opportunity to experience all this. And of course, I'm well paid. But I left. Why? Because I guess, given all the different reasons that all the founders left their comfort zone, changed the path of their career, there is a more or less a similar ingredient there, which is our constant challenge of status quo, and never believe that as is the best we can do. This is the core of what I call productive troublemaker mindset, constantly challenging the norm with the main purpose to try to make things differently and hopefully better. So yeah, here we are talking about a productive troublemaker, not my 8 years old, who throw all the toy rolls in my garden and then asking me that if the Christmas is not white, how can Santa deliver my gift? I was so angry, I forgot to take a photo of keep any evidence I borrowed from internet. This is not what we are talking about here. What we're talking about here is a productive troublemaker who is observant and detail-oriented. Observant is the key to identify the dissatisfying norms. We have seen so many great inventions in the past that coming from the combination of technology advancement and also the sharp eyes of the inventors. You see the interaction with computer systems has evolved from the punch tape on the mainframe to the command line on your DOS PC, and then from the mouse around your graphical user interface, and today, the fingers on the touch screen. And very soon, it will be natural language, talking like a person to the computer systems. All this advancement comes with observations. However, thanks to all the pioneers, their hard work, innovation today has become more and more difficult because the more obvious innovations are done, they are exhausted. It requires us to take a slightly different angles at what we should do. In the past, we used to judge, are you following the best practice? Why the mainstream players are not doing what you think that could be disruptive. But today, you have to change the angle. So sometimes when what the mainstream players are not doing may become the campus for you to navigate and find your opportunities. Sirius is a company that's focusing a lot on modernization of the enterprise IT infrastructure. So one of the main initiatives is to drive the modernization to enable embedded finance. So to do so, we are building a platform to enable all the enterprises to open up, to publish their abilities for other parties to integrate with. So we launched the very first OpenID FAPI 2.0 certified open API layer in Southeast Asia. And when I thought that this product is pretty much done, let's just go out, sell and sell and sell, my team came to me, told me, hey, Jing, we probably want to build another module on top of what we already have. We want to help the third parties to integrate with this framework with an easier approach. Why you do that? No one else doing it. All the pioneers, all the leaders in this playing field are not doing such a thing. But they told me because as of now, most of the players are considering OpenAPI as a regulatory compliance experience instead of building an API economics around it. Sure, why not? Let's do it. We are building this module so that we can take care of the final persona in this industry. That is the power of being observant and then being a troublemaker, disrupting what is a typical way of doing that in the industry. Other than being observant and detail-oriented, as a productive troublemaker, you need to get used to adversity. Failures and setbacks is so common to you. And then your failure and setbacks could become the most valuable lesson you learned. The more uphill your journey is, the more likely you can see some unique view at the end of it. I'm no stranger to all this. Although Sirius is my first company, but I've been doing all these fightings and then troublemaking even during my WeBank time. Okay. We built the first bank when nobody ever built a bank on PC servers, entirely on PC servers and on open source software. And once WeBank stabilized, we decided that why don't we take this technology and compete with the internet giants in the commercial cloud computing landscape in China. I have 20 team members. Ali Cloud, they have 200 plus engineers. It is all the long nights, all the Dongya days kind of crazy battles gathered a core team around me. They're all being injected with the same kind of productive troublemaker DNA, and that became the foundation of Sirius today. When we were about to start Sirius, COVID came. The whole situation, the whole macroeconomic became unclear. We pushed through. We didn't stop. We didn't go back and find another job and then come back later. We pushed through. These are the 2 employees I hired in Thailand. They are all fresh graduates from Boston University. And then this photo was taken on the day we're doing our final negotiation with our very first client in Thailand. That was our very first contract. It is signed with, of course, the senior sales and 3 young troublemakers. Okay. This kind of perseverance is the exact needs for you to push through all your setback. Even during the darkest time, when there's no hope that whether this company will stay above the water. So today, we are here, just closed our Series A in August, during one of the toughest time of raising funding as an enterprise company who doesn't have the glory of all the Web3 or cryptos or whatsoever. There's no story here. The only story here is a bunch of people who try to use their knowledge to make an industry more competitive. So one of the most important reflections for me as a troublemaker is the guidance and support I received from my family, from my friends, and most importantly, from my mentors. I want to say a big thank you, using this stage, to my boss in WeBank, Henry Ma. He acquired me without knowing what kind of trouble he's getting into. But he didn't kick me out. He coached me and gave me the opportunity to go down a path to boldly go to the place that no man has been before. He changed me. So I think it is very important. There is a very, very thin difference between troublemakers and productive troublemakers. Sometimes it just takes someone, a right person, speak to you with one right thing at the right time. So if you look around in your company, if you see some troublemakers is really causing some headaches, yet his opinion somehow makes some sense. Don't give up on them. Coach them. Spend time with them. They will become one of your most valuable assets for your journey. And maybe one day, he or she will be a founder himself or herself. Thank you, everyone. I'm Jing, first-time founder, made out of a serial troublemaker. Thank you.